This is the Transformers Generations Legacy United Deluxe Class G1 Universe Skyquake. And here's a quick look at the box art. Pretty cool looking figure. I picked up this figure from my local Toys R Us store for about $34. Let's get this guy out of packaging. And here is the Legacy United G1 Universe Quake out of the box together with his Targetmasters, Tiptop, and Heater. And I can tell you right now, this figure is an absolute piece of junk. It's as though Hasbro decided to look for the cheapest quality of plastic that they had in inventory and decided to mold all the pieces of this figure. The only pieces that have a semblance of quality are the Targetmasters, maybe the gun barrel of the tank, but everything else is just pure absolute crap. Engineering on the figure transformation wasn't at all satisfying. It was tedious and cumbersome at best. This figure was not a lot of fun. It was a huge disappointment. I could not believe it. I was really looking forward to this figure, but as you can see, there's very little paint apps on this figure. Most of the paint went to the Targetmasters, some on the forearm, maybe on the legs, but almost zero paint on the body and torso, except for on the face and that Decepticon insignia on his chest. Let's take a closer look at the details of this new Legacy United Quake. Head to toe, the Targetmasters stand at about 4.5 centimeters tall, or about 1 3/4 inches tall, while Quake head to toe stands at about 15 centimeters tall, or about 5 3/4 inches tall. For some size comparisons, here he is with the Legacy United Autobot Hound and Legacy Evolution Beachcomber, both deluxe class figures, and he towers over them. So he's a pretty large-ish sized deluxe class figure. And comparing him with other G1 style or G1 Universe figures from the Legacy line, we've got the Nemesis Bridge Dramatic Capture Series Leader class or Voyager class Shockwave, and the Legacy United the G1 Universe Deluxe class Optimus Prime. So if you have these on the shelf, you'll kind of fit in with these other G1 Universe characters. So the figure does come with 2 Targetmasters, and they don't have any articulation whatsoever. They are neatly painted though. Most of the paint apps went to them. Transforming them, you just fold the gun barrels down and boom, they're in their gun modes, much like what the G1 Targetmasters did. And you can hold the guns on either hand, and the instructions tell you that there is a sort of Evo Fusion gimmick. You put one of the Targetmasters on top of the fist and the other one at the bottom of the fist, and boom, Evo Fusion. But there's a secret Evo Fusion gimmick that the instructions don't mention. You take one of the Targetmasters and you put it on top of the other, and boom, look at that. It makes the figure a million times better. Evo Fusion. Jeez. Anyway, so let me just talk about plastic quality of the figure, because that's the one that really ticked me off and that really messed up this figure. And I hate to bring my sophisticated high-tech plastic testing tool, and if you listen to the sound and hollowness and lightness of that plastic, absolutely ridiculous. The cheapest kind of plastic they could find, they molded into this guy, and that's just crazy. It's so light. It feels like when we were young, pag namamalengke ang ating mga magulang, namimili ng mga laruan sa palengke. This is the kind of thing that is, I apologize for that. I mean, I was saying, like back in the 80s when we were kids, our parents would go to the wet market and there'd be cheap toys there. This is the kind of toy, this kind of plastic that they would have there. And it's like when you go to a kids party here in the Philippines, there's a party favor or a part of the party where it's called the pabitin. Bitin means to hang. Pabitin means to hang, or something that hangs. It's there's like some sticks of bamboo that form a grid, a matrix or a lattice, and then you hang some trinkets there, and then it's strung up on a pulley, and then one of the parents just would hoist it up and down, and the kids would jump up and try and get a toy or a trinket from that pabitin, from that matrix or lattice grid. And this is kind of one of the things that hung on that pabitin. Unbelievable. Anyway, one thing that saves this figure though is its look and feel. It does kind of look like G1 Quake. If you remember, if you had the old G1 toy, this is what it looked like. And I can tell you right now, the old G1 toy is a million times better than this crap. If you want a decent Generations Quake figure, the Titans Return Quake, which is a redeco of what, Hardhead, is the way to go. This is by far, by leaps and bounds better than this figure. Articulation for the figure, the neck is on a ball joint, but with limited range of motion. He's got a waist swivel, pseudo butterfly hinge joints because of transformation. Arms go in and out, forward and backward 360, bicep swivel, hinge elbow that bend more than 90 degrees. He's got a hinge wrist because of transformation. The hips are on hinges that do the splits, go kick forward, backward, thigh swivel, hinge knees. Ankles have the rocker tilt. Transformation, another thing that really displeased me with this figure. The engineering of this figure is, I think it was overly engineered. It's as bad as Warpath, I think, but it might be worse. So to transform him, you go ahead and rotate the arms, fold up the fists. Go ahead and just rotate this back part, fold down the chest, and then fold up the entire sort of torso assembly. Then you fold this piece right here, and then the barrel gets unpegged, folds down, rotate, and you form the top part of the tank. Then you want to slide that bit right there. You can hear how cheap that plastic is. And then you want to rotate or fold back the arms and then tab the forearms together. And then the biceps are going to tab onto that thing, that riveted piece right there. And it should be tabbed in securely. That's top part of the tank. Now the legs. The legs are probably the craziest part of the transformation. So go ahead and bend them this way. You want to unpeg these panels right here from the heels. Go ahead and fold them this way. Do the same on the other side. And then what you want to do is you want to just fold the whole front part of the leg down, and these hinges right here, they are going to collapse like this, and the feet are going to fold down, and then these heel spurs or the heels are going to fold back up and form the tank treads. And then these panels right here are going to form the rest of the tank treads, and there you go. Do the same on the other side. You want to go ahead and just fold down that front part of the leg, fold down the foot, go ahead and fold up this the heel, and then you want to go ahead and fold out this panel right here. Go ahead and fold them down, and as you can see, that is the bottom part of the tank. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate and fold the entire whole top part of the robot to form the top part of the tank, and these tabs right here, they're going to peg onto those slots on the legs, and then these tabs right here, they're going to tab onto the back part of the legs. So if you could do that in one swift motion, there you go. You've got a, what is this? It doesn't even look like a tank. It feels like one of those in World War II. The ones that go submersible and then they land on the beach, it goes something like that. It's the crappiest looking tank I've ever seen. Managed to spend some budget here on the sides just to complete that look, but no paint on the tank treads, nothing here, nothing here. There's paint here, Decepticon logo, and paint here. That's it. It's a very lackluster looking tank, no wheels. So you can just push it along like that, and it's going to be loads of fun playing with this tank. And again, you can put the Targetmasters here on top. You can actually switch them. Actually, it looks better this way. Yeah. And then, again, you can put the blast effects if you wanted to. Like that. Boom, bow, boom. If I had Warpath, I would compare it with him, but sorry, I don't. The gun barrel, is it compatible with the gun, with the blast effects? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yep. So So yeah, what a tank mode. Let me just get rid of this so we can compare him with some deluxe class figures. Here we have Kingdom Morph Chefatron Trilogy Sideswipe. He's my staple for comparing deluxe class figures. Yep, it's pretty small. In a smaller deluxe class, we've got the Transformers Prime robots in disguise. Deluxe class Vehicon. The Vehicon is a pretty small deluxe class figure, even in car mode, and he feels much bigger than this one, although he's taller. So yeah, he's very tall in robot mode, but he's a little tiny compressed in vehicle mode. And so some final thoughts on this Legacy United Quake with Tiptop and Heater. Well, despite being a brand new mold with some borrowed pieces from Needle Nose, this figure's plastic quality just really ruined it for me. Once again, Hasbro's El Cheapo, cheapskate, poor plastic quality shenanigans strikes again. And it just made this figure a huge disappointment. My advice is avoid this figure at all costs, unless you are a huge G1 fan and you just love getting these G1 inspired Generations figures. That's the only reason I think I can recommend this figure to you. But other than that, go spend your money on something else. I would go as far as recommend the G1 Universe Legacy United Optimus Prime over this one. This thing is an absolute piece of crap. It is pure rubbish. If you're not really into the G1 mythology, you don't know who this character is, don't bother getting this figure. This figure, sadly, is going to get a 2 out of 10 for me. Your money is well spent on something else. This is probably as bad as Squeeze Play. No, check that. I think Squeeze Play could be slightly better than this figure. I think I gave Squeeze Play like a 3 out of 10. Just absolute, pure, poor plastic quality. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this Transformers Generations Legacy United G1 Universe Deluxe Class Quake with Tiptop and Heater. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews, and if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.